PTE summarize a written text. Can I still copy paste, meaning exactly as it is from the paragraph? If I take, will I get good scores? Henceforth, writing, I need 85 for my PTE academic 8 bands. Can I still rely on this? If not, should I use the paraphrasing technique? So what is this paraphrasing technique? What is the new rule? If you're bombarded with all these questions, then trust me, today's video is the one gives you complete insights on what you should be doing in your PTE summarize a written text. You want to make most out of this video? Make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul here from SKILLS PTE ACADEMIC. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome power-packed video on the PTE summarize a written text, new rules, no copy paste with a question mark. Well, before we get into the video, if you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can check the information in the description of this video. We left a WhatsApp link. You can click on the link, send us a message. We will do the needful. Also to tell you, recently we released our 3 official ebooks, of which 2 have been already completely updated with the new changes for PTE Academic, and the third is in the process in another 2-3 days or max 4 days. That also will get updated. So if you want to buy the books as a combo, the link is in the description. You can buy it as a combo and avail some discount as well. Alright, without any further delay, let's straight away get right into the PTE summarize a written text new role. When we talk about PTE summarize a written text, I already made a video recently. What matters here is the grammar, content, vocabulary. These 3 are very important, plus the form, which translates to writing between 5 to 75 words. I've already explained all these things in my previous video. So in this video, I'll be basically explaining if you should do the copy paste or not. So to get the perfect grammar scores, we still rely on the same template as I told before. While sentence 1, comma sentence 2, semicolon, sentence 3 with a full stop. If you have more data, then you can continue adding on to it, while S1, comma S2, semicolon, S3, comma and S4. If you want to add more, you can do that. We still rely on the same method. Now, how to pick sentences? In the template that I just told, S1 stands for sentence 1, S2 stands for sentence 2, and S3 stands for sentence 3. Now there are 2 ways to pick the sentences. The first way is to exactly retain the information from the paragraph. Probably in the beginning of the paragraph, you take a sentence, a complete sentence after a full stop till you find the next full stop. Complete sentence, then from the middle you take the complete sentence, then towards the end you take the complete sentence. 3 sentences you pick, which covers mostly all the important content, because you're taking few content from the beginning, from the start, few from the middle, few from the end, and now you apply the formula while S1, comma S2, semicolon, S3, full stop, and finish it off. Is this enough? If you look into the score guide, they clearly mention that you got to paraphrase, otherwise content from 4 it becomes 2. By the way, content now is 4 marks. If you want full 4 out of 4, they expect you to write something on your own. They expect you to make some changes for the things that you've written from the paragraph. Well, this is what is written in the score guide, but in the official mock we have done some research. This pretty much works well, but let's say you need 85 going forward. People for 8 bands Australian PR need 85 and above writing. For this, I would think this is a little risky. What if they reduce 1 or 2 marks? And that also plays a very important role henceforth, because hardly max you can lose this, just 5 marks and not more than that. So if 5 marks is your buffer window, from this if you just lose 2-3 marks, right from dictation some marks, essay some marks, then 85 won't be possible. So keeping that in mind, I'm giving you another strategy, a foolproof strategy, which definitely gives you full score no matter what, because this is what Pearson is expecting you to do it. Hope you are getting it. I think the first strategy, you can use it if you need band 7, that is I think 69 writing, but if you want 85 band 8, it's better to use the second strategy, which I'm going to unveil in a short while. Hope it is clear. The second strategy is to paraphrase, as clearly mentioned in the score guide. You want content 4 out of 4, then you try to cover as much content as possible by paraphrasing in your own words, clearly mentioned. So let's do the same way. Why to simply risk it? Now we will understand what is this art of paraphrasing. Let's say there is a sentence, I'm happy. You can also write, my mood is really good, which also means you're happy. So art of paraphrasing is you change few of the words. you change the direction of the sentence, but still it conveys the same meaning as the original sentence. So the core principles of paraphrasing is, the first thing is, say the same idea but in a new, unique, novel way. The second is, change vocabulary using synonyms or word families wherever needed. Not every word, wherever needed, you can just change the words so that it gets this paraphrased meaning from the original sentence. The third is, alter sentence structure. Probably the original sentence is in the active voice. This you can write in the passive voice. That also is a paraphrasing. Hope you are getting it. And avoid copying long phrases from the original. The sentence is, I am happy, and you write, I am happy. That's not a paraphrased one. Exactly retaining, you have to avoid and use these three things that I told you: changing the vocabulary, changing probably the sentence structure, and writing the same idea in a new way. Remember, when you paraphrase, the original sentence's idea will remain the same. Idea should not be changed, meaning you still convey the same information, same meaning, but with a new way. Probably altering the sentence structure or changing some of the words, using some synonyms, word families, etc. So this is what is the art of paraphrasing, and this is what we are going to use, and this is what is supposed to be used for summarize written text. So we'll just give you a small sentence. Just have a look at this. The internet has revolutionized how people communicate, learn, and do business. Now, how do we paraphrase? I'll give you 3 ways to paraphrase. See, you can do it the way you want it. There is no perfect way to paraphrase. After all, paraphrasing is to do it in a new way. You can do it the way you want it, but make sure you don't change the meaning of the original sentence. That's the only criteria. Now, the internet has revolutionized. Revolutionized, I will change it to transformed. How people communicate. Communicate is interaction. Learn is acquiring the knowledge, and do business is to conduct business. Probably this is the paraphrase sentence. The internet has transformed how people interact, acquire knowledge, and conduct business. So this is one of the ways to paraphrase. Easy peasy, isn't it? Take the same sentence, change few of the words. This people have to do if they take IELTS. In the IELTS essay writing, this is what you do in the very first paragraph. Here also you're doing the same thing, but it's not something that is difficult. It's something that is right. Yes or no? Give it a thought. One who really has the skill should pass the exam. That's how it should be. So let's not simply get the marks just the way people used to do all these days. Let's really be worthy of it and get the marks. Hope you are getting it, because that's the right way to do. And it's not very difficult. I mean, by the end of this video, you would know how easy it is to write on your own. Trust me on this. Alright, the second way to paraphrase the same sentence. Now we're gonna alter the sentence structure. This is one of the ways to do it as well. People now communicate, learn, and do business differently because of the internet. I'm using the same set of words. I'm not changing much of the words, but I just changed the sentence structure. The original sentence. Internet has changed or revolutionized how people communicate, learn, and do business. The paraphrase sentence starts with, people now communicate, learn, and do business differently. Differently is that changing because of the internet. You can change the sentence structure, or you can simply, change few of the vocabulary words, few of the synonyms. You can use the internet becomes online technology has revolutionized how people communicate. We can change it to has revolutionized communication. Learn is education, and do business is commercial activities. So there is no precise way to do it, because the possibility is numerous. You can do it the way you want it, but make sure you don't change the meaning of it. If you change the meaning of it, then probably that's not the rule of paraphrasing. Now what do? We take 2 questions of summarized written text and see how to paraphrase and wind up the video. So this is a question, a big question. How do we do this second strategy? The first strategy is very simple. Take 3 sentences, use the structure while S1, S2, semicolon, S3, full stop, done and dusted. But now here we just don't pick any 3 sentences. Since we are writing on our own, we will just try to cover as much content as possible, and this is what has to be done for summarized written text since time immemorial. But now we are forced to apply that, as simple as that. So I'll just highlight few of the things, whatever I think is correct. Since we are reading, highlighting the important key points, all this corresponds to your reading skills. As a result, you end up getting 19 to 20 marks to reading as well, to writing as well from this section. 2 questions will come. So I'll just highlight whatever I think is important. You decide whatever is important, at least in every line or in every 1 or 2 lines. Every 2 lines you just highlight some of the key content, something like this that I have done. And then now I'll just write down the things that I just highlighted. From the paragraph, whatever I highlighted, only those I have written. Buffalo milk has been a staple in many cultures for centuries, then contains high level of fat, protein, essential minerals, making it a preferred choice. Then characteristics of buffalo milk is its high butterfat content, which gives a thicker consistency, then richer in calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, crucial for the bones, muscles. Then milk contains more casein protein. Then it has lower cholesterol than cow's milk, often preferred in Ayurvedic medicine. Now how do we do it? Very simple. You make 3 sentences using the structure. While S1 I'll just use probably first 3 highlighted lines. While buffalo milk is valued, here there is written has been a staple in many culture. Prized, I changed it to valued. Valued for its rich composition, high nutritional value, I retained the word high nutritional value. While buffalo milk is valued for its high nutritional value, and I move on to the second line, contains higher level of fat and protein, making it a preferred choice for dairy products such as cheese and butter. I took the second line. Now I'll add the third line as a sentence 2. Remember, sentence 1 is over now. While S1, S2, while S1 is what I finished now. Buffalo milk is valued for its high nutritional value and contains high levels of fat and protein, making it a preferred choice for dairy products such as cheese, butter, while S1, now we move on to S2. We will continue with the rest of the lines. It says high butterfat content, which gives it a thicker consistency compared to cow's milk, is what is there in the original paragraph. I copy paste the same. The high butterfat content gives it a thicker consistency compared to cow's milk. S2 is over. The structure says while S1, S2, semicolon. Now we need S3 and we have lot of information. Probably just with one sentence it is difficult to paraphrase. What do? We can use S3, and S4. We can add one more sentence to it with a full stop in the end, absolutely no problem. So the overall structure now is changed to while S1, S2, semicolon, S3, and S4. We're going to use a compound sentence towards the end. Let's do that. In the original sentence, we have the fourth sentence, richer in calcium, phosphorus and magnesium, which are crucial for bone health and muscle function. Milk contains more casein protein. It has lower cholesterol levels than cow's milk. All of it, I'm gonna paraphrase it into one sentence. It is richer in calcium and phosphorus, crucial for bone health, contains casein protein and lower cholesterol levels. This is S3. While S1, S2, semicolon, S3, and you add S4, and the last line is often preferred in Ayurvedic medicine due to its cooling properties. Exactly copy paste. Now basically what we have written is not a fully paraphrased answer, but this is very much fine because if you have to write something like this, you need to have a very good grammar, you need to have very good sense of what the important content is. This is very much fine, you will get the scores, but if you want to truly apply the paraphrasing rule, then we will see how to transform the sentence into a paraphrased sentence. Over here, look at this. While buffalo milk has high nutritional value with greater amounts of fat and protein, making it an ideal ingredient for dairy production such as cheese, butter. Look at the original sentence. While buffalo milk is valued for its high nutritional value and contains high levels of fat and protein, making it a preferred choice, but here I changed few of the words. Has high nutritional value. The very first line, the original sentence, whatever we wrote before, reads is valued for its high nutritional value. Here I changed that is valued for its to has high nutritional value and contains higher levels of fat and protein at the above to with greater amounts of fat and protein, making it a preferred choice. Preferred choice is ideal ingredient for dairy products such as cheese, butter. I changed it to dairy production such as cheese and butter. Second sentence, the original sentence what we wrote, the high butterfat content gives it a thicker consistency compared to cow's milk, that is S2. Here I changed it to its high butterfat content makes it thicker than the cow's milk. Thicker gives it a thicker consistency, makes it thicker than the cow's milk. It's the same idea, few of the words have been changed. Then their original sentence, it says, it is richer in calcium and phosphorus, crucial for bone health, contains casein protein and lower cholesterol levels. I change it to something like, it is also rich in calcium and phosphorus, which support. There it was crucial for bone health, here support bone health, contains more casein and less cholesterol levels, and the original sentences is often preferred, here is often favored. Original sentences due to its cooling properties, here I said for its cooling properties. I think you got an idea, I believe. Is this difficult? No. This is how it was meant to be written all these years. So let's do it. Let's do it the right way. What's the trouble? If it is really difficult, it's okay, but it's as easy as it was before. The old technique is exactly copy paste. Here you copy paste and then paraphrase it, because that's the ideal way to do it. 65 words. We'll take one more example where the paragraph can be conversational. Something like this has appeared for one student. By the way, still the exam results have not been announced for those who took the exam on August 7th. I'm just still waiting for the update. Once I get an update, I'll update you with a short or with a video. As of now, nobody has got the result yet. Something like this, a conversation can come easy peasy, let it come. For conversation, it is not suggested to do the copy paste technique. Sentence 1, 2 and 3, you cannot simply take one line, one line, one line. It doesn't hold good. It does not make any sense. So what we can do is we can use the second method. If at all you get the conversational kind of topic, what do? We follow the same strategy. Highlight the key content that you think is most important. You can pause the video and see how I've highlighted, what all things I've highlighted. Anything would do, whatever you think is important, you can highlight. Next thing is transform them into 3 sentences and then paraphrase. But here we cannot just exactly read it. We probably have to say, Emma explains, and then David adds, David suggests, David explains, David believes. So we're going to make use of these words. Otherwise, the summary will not be complete. Hope you are getting it. So now this is what I have written. While Emma explains that, I take the first sentence. First sentence from the original paragraph says, did you know caffeine affects more than just your energy levels? I changed it to, Emma explains that caffeine impacts or affects energy levels. And the third line in the original paragraph, Emma says, it also can cause anxiety, restlessness, or even insomnia. I'm going to couple it up both into one sentence. While Emma explains that caffeine impacts energy levels, causing anxiety, restlessness, or even insomnia. Now David comes in the middle. Second sentence, we can see David has told, I read it stimulates the central nervous system. And David says, the fourth line, true, I have noticed that if I have taken coffee or if I have coffee late in the day, I cannot sleep properly. These two we will mix it up and says, while David acknowledges that it stimulates the nervous system and his sleep pattern is affected with a cup of coffee late in the evening. Or you can say, and his sleep pattern will be affected if David takes the coffee very much late in the evening. Anything would do. This is while S1, comma S2, semicolon. Now we need S3. S3, we will just take the same. Emma says people often build a tolerance and experience withdrawal symptoms like headaches. And Emma says in the last but one line, it's slightly diuretic, though not as much as people think, but moderation. You got to have coffee in moderation. This much of coffee is enough. Every day having this much of coffee is bad. That's what she is saying. And we will just tell the same thing. People experience S3, while S1, comma S2, semicolon S3. S3 always start with a small letter. People experience withdrawal symptoms like headaches upon stopping suddenly. That's exactly what is written, if they stop suddenly. And consuming coffee in moderation is critical. We have already paraphrased it. This very much will do, but if you want to further paraphrase, I'll show you another way. You can just have a look at the sentence which is written at the bottom, which is the full paraphrased content of the answer that we just wrote. You can just have a look at it. While Emma explains that coffee boosts, what we wrote earlier, impacts energy levels. Here we wrote boosts alertness and energy, but may cause side effects like anxiety, restlessness, or even insomnia. David adds, original paragraph we wrote, David acknowledges. Here David adds that it stimulates the nervous system, and earlier we wrote his sleep pattern is affected, but here we are carrying forward the same verb structure. David adds and disrupts is something like that. David adds that it stimulates. Stimulates is the verb with S form. We continue that verb with S form. David adds that it stimulates the nervous system and disrupts his sleep when consumed late. If he has coffee late in the evening, when consumed late is the paraphrase sentence. Both agree that, here I made few changes, absolutely not mandatory, you can write the way you want it. Both agree that sudden withdrawal can lead to headaches. people experience withdrawal symptoms like headaches was the sentence in the paragraph. We now paraphrased it and emphasized that consuming caffeine in moderation is critical. Critical for what? For our well-being. It's essential for maintaining overall health and well-being. Is this really difficult? If you think still it is difficult, you just need some practicing. Otherwise, this is the same method as before, just that we are changing few of the words and we are changing few of the grammatical structures. Apart from that, there is not much of the difference. First thing that you should do if you're finding it so difficult is to take a novel, take a newspaper and start reading for half an hour every day. Automatically in your mind, the sentence structures will be fixed. You would know whatever you've written is grammatically correct or wrong. Your instincts will tell you that. That's the first thing. Every day for 30 minutes you read and then follow the methods that I just told you. 100% you end up getting 20 out of 20 from your summarized written text towards your reading and writing both. Trust me on this. Alright, I really hope this was a very, very informative content given to you on time. If you believe the same, like, share and subscribe and leave your valuable comments in the comment section and share this to someone you think will make most use out of it. With this, I'm going to park the video here. This is Nakul, N-A-K-U-L, Nakul signing off from SKILLS PTE Academic. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.